And welcome in, Unfiltered
I'm
Sports.
gonna
We're back. That was actually a sick header. Hey, we're back, guys. We're back after a rough weekend, a long weekend, hungover weekend from
Horrible
betting.
weekend. Horrible.
Yeah, so you know what? Our bracket video didn't quite pan out. And that's alright.
I hope you didn't watch that. I hope if your initials are MJ or JB, you didn't take any of our picks because it was not a good weekend for us. But
Whoa.
it was probably the best weekend of football I've ever watched in my entire life.
Shit, I forgot to plug this in. You guys go ahead.
I mean, what y'all think? I think it was probably the best weekend of football I've ever watched. Like, honestly, the first game, Bengals upset. I'm like, damn, that sucks because I had the Titans, but hey, the Bengals won. And the Packers lost, and I was like, fuck. But then I was just watching football the next day. I was like, holy shit, bro. These are, like, the most exciting football games I've ever watched in my life. Like, I was glued to the TV.
Well, the best part is, I didn't notice this. Every single game was,
Decided on the last play.
decided on a field goal, except for the Chiefs because it went into overtime, but they kicked the field goal to go to overtime.
It was decided on the last play of every game.
It was very entertaining. I had a great time, except for the Packers game. That one hurt a lot.
Nobody can beat Tom Brady.
We've had enough discussion. Let's get in, because there are games being played this weekend that we need to talk about. First one being Bengals versus Chiefs. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there, we're on the Bengals hype train. I'm on that too. And I know, crazy thing I saw today is a video of a Bengals fan standing outside of the stadium, and they're playing immensely loud noise.
Crowd noise
in that stadium just to prepare for the Arrowhead noise. And that's crazy because Arrowhead really...
What?
Oh, the mic thing popped up.
Oh, the mic exploded.
Arrowhead really is a very loud stadium. It's a very cool place to be, and it's really that's another thing. Home field advantage is a real thing in Kansas City. We're gonna switch over to do personal bets on this game. So I'm gonna take the Bengals +7. I like that pick. I'm not necessarily telling you that the Bengals win this game because I know how the Chiefs are, especially at home. But I like Bengals +7. I also like the over. So there's my picks for the game: over and Bengals +7.
Now I haven't looked at it since the game, but if Tyrann Mathieu is out, that changes things quite a bit for the Bengals.
Yes, it does.
Because they're a passing offense. So they're going to be, if Tyrann Mathieu is out, you got Daniel Sorensen in the game, they're going to be looking over the top with Jamar Chase.
I mean, we saw what Gabriel Davis did with no Tyrann Mathieu.
Gabriel Davis, the
That's
fucking
insane.
third-string wide receiver, had over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, and they lost that game.
That's a playoff record.
So, if you checked out the meme, made a little meme about it.
Yeah.
Doing numbers. But, so, I like the over. It's over 54.5. It's going to be a shootout game. I mean, it has to be pretty much. I don't see this game going defensive at all, really, unless it's just turnover. That's the only
I can definitely see this game going offensive. Patrick Mahomes, bang, bang. Jamar Chase,
exactly.
Joe Burrow, bang, bang, offense.
Just like that Bills game. So it's going to be a very high-scoring game. Anything can happen in a high-scoring game as long as both offenses are providing. The only cause of concern is the Bengals O-line, obviously.
Yeah,
they got Frank Clark.
And Chiefs defense will expose that.
Yeah, Frank Clark, Jaron Reed, a couple of
saw what the
Titans
did. Simmons, great first-round draft pick by the Titans. A couple other pieces down there. They got to Joey.
Nine sacks, but they still won the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So
because their offense is that good, they can bounce back.
Mm-hmm. They got a lot of interceptions too. Their defense won them that game. They're going to be relying very heavily on their defense, slowing down Patrick Mahomes. The Bills' defense is probably the best one in the league in terms of points allowed. I mean, they got torched. So it's going to be a very tough battle for the Bengals, but I do like +7. I do like the over. Yeah. And for my pick, I would take the Bengals in this game.
Bengals money line.
I wouldn't. I don't know if I would bet on it on money line.
But you think they're going to?
But I think that's my pick for the game.
Jackson?
That's good. I'm going to probably disagree a little bit here on a few games. Listen, I love the Bengals. A few picks. I love the Bengals. I need the Bengals to win because I have a nasty futures parlay, and if they somehow win the Super Bowl, I would be very happy. So I am going to root for them. This is probably a game I'm not going to throw too much money on just because, I don't know. It's a little weird to me. It's in Kansas City. I like Kansas City to win it straight up. I don't think I'd probably put the Bengals win percentage probably closer to 20 to 30 win percent. I am actually probably going to go with the under in this game too. 55 points. If Jamar Chase and the Bengals do in Arrowhead what they did to the Chiefs in Cincinnati 3 weeks ago, I mean, the Chiefs' defensive coordinators sacked instantly. I mean, Andy Reid's question and like how he can prepare for a game is really in question because I just don't see a way that Kansas City is going to allow Jamar Chase to do that. That's the only reason why Cincinnati won that game or was even in that game, because of simply Jamar Chase, one player. It was him and Jackpot Joey. That was it.
Right.
And if the Chiefs don't know how to shut that down, which I do think they do, I see this game going under. I think the Chiefs' O-line is horrendous. I mean, it was crazy that Tennessee didn't win that game with how many sacks they got, and home field advantage doesn't mean shit in Tennessee. I mean, they're not even like top 10 in home field. Kansas City is the best at home field, so I see a lot of sacks. I see a lot of turnovers. I like the game going under, and I'm also probably going to go with Kansas City. I'm going to buy it down to -6.5, but I'm not going to take -7. I will take -6.5.
It's a good pick.
Safe.
Now, I do like your Jamar Chase argument. So, they focus on Jamar Chase.
See it.
Alright. So, you focus on Jamar Chase, and then you got T. Higgins. You can see that. Why are you deep throwing them?
No, they can't. I'm cleaning. I was
He's
cleaning.
claiming it, bro. He's fucking...
No.
Anyways,
you got T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, right? Two very good threats that they
And
don't get talked
Uzomah.
about enough. And Uzomah. CJ Uzomah.
I saw a Chiefs fan holding up a banner the other day that said 12th man, and I was like, I don't think you guys own the rights to that.
Neither do the Seahawks.
Yes, we do.
That's
That's a Seahawks thing. Jackson, is that a Seahawks thing?
I think Texas owns the rights to it. I think Texas A&M actually owns the rights to it.
12th man, really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was like a Seahawks thing. Like,
Fuck
we
Texas
took
A&M.
it. They took it. It's ours now.
Fuck you, Texas A&M. You just lost me money on Saturday. Fuck you. Fuck Texas
Hey,
A&M.
bro, that's one game.
I say
Fuck
it-
the Packers.
I say it
Arizona.
belongs to Seattle then, because fuck
Yeah.
Texas A&M. Fuck anything in Texas.
Texas is pretty cool.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything.
You guys know who Gideon is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Texas.
Where are you going with that?
Just saying, he's in Texas. He's in the news right now for the
Hey, what do you mean by that?
He's just in the news for the Pokemon thing. I
What do you
mean
mean by that?
nothing by
Hey,
it.
yo.
I mean nothing by it.
Y'all, run that back. Was that sus?
What's that stuff?
Anyways,
Wait, before, are you going to the next game already? Anytime touchdown score, you have to pick one, gun pointed to your head.
Travis Kelce.
Byron Pringle.
Hey yo,
You're
what
dead.
the fuck?
You're dead. You're
Ain't
dead.
No way.
Pick somebody better like Jamar Chase.
Watch me. Byron Pringle.
Pick somebody better.
I'll
Tyreek
actually-
Hill, Patrick
I'm
Mahomes.
going to go with Joe Mixon.
Thank you.
Okay,
But Byron Pringle scoring a touchdown.
my sneaky sleeper is two players. Patrick Mahomes rushing touchdown or a T. Higgins touchdown. Those are my two, but I think
I like
Patrick
the T.
Mahomes
Higgins.
I do
finds
like
the
T.
end zone.
I'm telling you, Byron Pringle, bro. He's wide receiver too.
Patrick Mahomes on his feet looks good. He was running that ball very, very efficiently. What's going on there? That's a spear gun pointed to my head. I might as well be dead.
Man, jeez. All right, what we got? Niners Rams divisional soup.
Divisional soup. Divisional soup. Divisional soup.
I hate this game. I'm probably not gonna bet any money on this game.
No.
What y'all think?
I think the 49ers are going to win. They've already beat them this year, twice?
Yep.
So, I mean, we know the 49ers can beat them. We saw what happened last time they came into SoFi. It was ugly. Debo Samuel got turned up with his boombox and his chain. I really think that 49ers plus 3.5 is a good bet. I can kind of see the Rams maybe winning by a stupid-ass field goal, like what always happens in playoffs. But that's a good bet, 49ers plus 3.5. But I think the Niners are going to win this game. What did you say? No, that was for Joey Burrow passing attempts.
Yeah.
The over. But that game's passed. But I got 49ers winning this game. Money line or plus 3.5, depending on how confident you are. If you're a Niners fan, of course, you're going to want that money line. You think they're going to win. Me personally, I'm not going to bet on this game, but if I had to give you a pick, probably going to be 49ers plus 3.5.
It's a solid pick.
Because it gives you leeway of a field goal, right? You got to remember that. A lot of games are decided by a field goal. It gives you leeway of a field goal. If you're really confident on the Rams, go ahead and take that negative 3.5. I'd buy it down to a 3. But you do you guys.
Yeah, I think the over-runners is somewhere in the 40s in this one. Defensive game, maybe. I thought that about Rams Buccaneers, but that game was a fucking shootout. But I mean, you saw Packers versus Niners. I mean, we all knew. We said bankroll the under, and sure enough, I don't like this, man. I really don't. I'm gonna take the Rams to win it, just because I really think this actually might be the Rams' year. I know I've said that for about every other team that's lost, so now they're gonna lose, but they have home field advantage for the rest of the playoffs, including the Super Bowl. So that says something a little bit. But it's in California, so then, San Francisco fans are going to be coming down to LA to watch that game. I'm going to take the Rams to win. I would take Rams money line, would not take Rams spread, and I would take the under.
What does that mean? Oh, Among Us?
You
go. I can't say there can't be a way, because there's always a way. I'm taking the Rams to win this game. I will buy down their spread to -3. I'm not taking -3.5.
I'm taking money line only.
I'm going to take the over 45. Oh. It's in SoFi. Did you see that they weren't letting San Francisco fans buy?
That is bullshit. That is complete bullshit.
I'm not even a Niners fan.
It's literally
that's some bullshit.
Right there. Like, their fans are literally right there.
But think about Rams scalpers tickets. Because imagine how much those tickets are going if, like, you're like a Rams fan, but you're just like an LA hype dude that bought a ticket for like $500 and they're reselling for like $5,000, bro. That's bank, bro.
And you're selling it to a 49ers fan. You don't give a fuck what they pay for it.
I'd sell that shit, bro. That's good money. But yeah, I take the over. My anytime touchdown is Juwan Jenkins, something like that. He's their wide receiver 3 or 4. He popped off. Yeah, he popped off for 2 touchdowns last time they played last week of the season. So I think he finds the end zone again.
My anytime touchdown is going to be Tyler Higbee. He's a slept-on tight end threat. He's going to get in the end zone.
I could go Cup.
You could go Debo, just
George Kittle.
Jimmy G, any interception.
Yes.
That guy's a fucking bum.
That guy's a fucking bum.
Actually, no, I'm going to go Deebo Samuel. I got to give the people a lot.
You don't think Jalen Ramsey's going to try to lock him up?
Of course
he's going to get a rush?
He's a running back.
Yeah, he's going to get something.
Yeah, I guess
Deebo anytime. Jimmy G will throw a pick. If you see a Jimmy G 0.5 picks, you take the over.
You take the over there. Matt Stafford, I would take an over as well.
He throws picks.
Interceptions.
Matt Stafford, will he throw a pick 6?
No. OBJ anytime's kind of.
Yeah, he's kind of playing good. I saw this thing.
He's got more touchdowns with the Rams than
dude. Like really, like OBJ
his entire career with the Browns.
OBJ just needs to find a good fit for him. Like the Browns was not a good fit at all. It's like he is a great player, great teammate in the right fit. Like for example, like Giants. Like he liked playing on the Giants. He got spectacular catches. Like he liked playing on the Giants. He went to fucking the Browns and he's just shit forever. It's like because it's not a good environment there. Like the Rams, they're winning games, they're in the playoffs. Of course, they're having a blast.
Yeah, of course he is. That's the
he's
thing.
Playing with a new quarterback who's on fire.
That's the thing.
Triple crown wide receiver to his side. It's a great environment for him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. They said during the game they were like, Jalen Ramsey said like,
he's a great
people
teammate.
Say he's got a lot about great teammate. I have an issue with that though.
Yeah.
He wasn't a great teammate on the Giants. He hated playing for the Giants. Because they were a shit team.
Towards the end,
Because they were a shit team.
Because that's when Eli retired.
When Eli retired and Daniel Jones was shit, that's when he was like...
I would too. Man.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to stay there.
So he was a shit teammate right there for like a shit team, and they went to the Browns for like a shit team or whatever. And then he went to a good team, and now he's a good team. That doesn't make a good teammate, though. He's only a good teammate in the good situation. A good teammate is going to uplift a shitty team.
Okay, but you have to value yourself enough to not stay on a shitty-ass team.
I agree with that, but the whole like narrative, they were like, there's a narrative about him being a bad teammate.
Yeah, because if you just
that's still a narrative though. That's
if you
the
just
only thing
pay
I had
attention
issue
to
with.
the media, you would think he's a shitty teammate just because it's people.
But
like
he is
Cleveland fans.
I agree with Nick.
In the wrong situation, he is a shitty teammate, and he only is a good teammate when things are good, right? Like Russell Wilson, for example, right? Key example, right? We're a shitty team, right? You say, oh, Russell Wilson should go to a different team, right? That's what Dalla thinks, right? But Russell Wilson's a good teammate, and he's going to do everything he can to uplift the Seahawks, no matter like what shitty season.
You can tell him, like even when he's on like the Manning cast and shit, like when he's watching the games, like he's like, hey, like when Kyler Murray's down like 11 points, for example, like Wilson's up there and he's like, this one I'll be up and down the sideline. Come on, we can do this. It's possible. Like Wilson is the epitome of a great teammate. Say what you want about him, he is the epitome of a great teammate.
Exactly.
And now I agree with you.
You don't see OBJ doing that. He like. they're losing the game by 11. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm going to the locker room. You know, like.
Kind of like AB.
Yeah, exactly.
AB just has mental health issues.
No,
AB
I wish you the best, man. You're a great wide receiver on the Steelers. I wish you the best in whatever you do.
If you ever want to come on the podcast and talk about mental health and CTE and stuff like that, I mean, we're open to it. Man.
That shit was funny as fuck what you did on the Bucks field. That was funny as hell.
That shit was funny as fuck. I don't blame you at all for that shit, bro. Fuck Bruce Arians.
Yeah.
I've always hated Bruce Arians because he's the fucking coach of the Cardinals, bro.
I liked him when I played on Madden. What was that one game mode called? Like the Yard or something?
Yeah,
Bruce Arians was my coach.
Snappers.
Like,
the Snappers.
Yeah, they had a good playbook. I remember that. But speaking of coaches, Sean Payton steps down, Saints coach.
Rest in peace. Saw that.
Surprise. I do want to say this.
Kind of a
bold pick. Bold pick. If the Seahawks get rid of Pete Carroll, I can almost guarantee you Sean Payton's going to the Seahawks.
That would be cool.
If they get rid of Pete Carroll, I will give you like a 75 to 80% chance that
See, the thing
Sean
about
Payton
Pete Carroll is
Seahawks. Bold pick.
Yes, he has been not so good in recent years. His time management skills aren't that good. But he is hard to replace, Yeah. He is very hard to replace. His legacy is going to be very hard to replace.
There's a lot of, coaching jobs up for grabs. The Raiders.
That's what I'm saying.
We can discuss that in another video.
I'm going to have to toss my application in there. I got a pretty extensive history of playing Madden. I might have to toss my app in there.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
This one's getting long. We can talk about coaches.
This is getting a little long. But so, guys, we're going to cut this off because no one wants to watch a long-ass video. Y'all have